Hey everybody, it's Dan Klingensmith, author and designer of the book series Creating G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Besides being an author, I'm also a avid G.I. Joe collector, as you can tell with my background, and G.I. Joe historian. I wanted to take a moment today to really introduce the book series to those of you who aren't familiar with it, give you an idea of what it entails, but also give you a sneak peek at some of the different pages from volume 1 all the way through volume 10. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the series, really best way to sum it up is it's a behind the scenes look at the GI Joe brand from a conceptual design process all the way through the final product. So it's really a behind the scenes look at the brand itself from the 80s through the early 90s. Throughout the book, I initially start out with the history of the brand of G.I. Joe, written by Kirk Bazigian, former vice president of marketing. That covers 1 through 4 as far as the volumes. Volumes 5 through 10 and the remaining of the series will entail the entire process of making the G.I. Joe product back at that time. So, in doing so, what I've done is I've interviewed several former employees of Hasbro, um, anywhere from product designers, engineers, marketing, mold makers, model makers, pattern makers, you name it. I try to get in touch with as many people as I can to give really a good insight as to what the product entails and the process itself. Once you get into the bulk of the book, you really get a behind the scenes look as far as the conceptual designs, different prototypes that were made of the different characters or vehicles, and give you really some insight from the designer's point of view on what inspired potentially a character or a vehicle. In addition to that, I also have pulled information from internal memos and insight that really none of us may have ever known. So some little Easter eggs within the series as far as unknown information. In addition to that, I've also pulled from Larry Hama's original dossiers and alternate names that he had given different characters. And what I do is I try to explain and share out some of the differences between the file card to his original dossier. So I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Kickstarter. I appreciate all your support and I hope you enjoy the series. Thank you.